Jeez, like that's so fucking annoying. How does that even happen? Oh my goodness. Is the mic working? Yeah, the mic's working. Hello, hey, what's up, Butterfly? What's up, Shadow? I think there's a Divergent Universe. I didn't know there was a Divergent Universe I could do today. So I'll just do DU for a little bit. Hey there, Gabby. Hello, hello, Rana. Jeez. Um. DU already reset yesterday for me on Asia servers. It already reset for me. I've heard that they might reset it. Wait, what? Oh, they already died. I heard they might reset it at the beginning of 3.0. That's what I heard. There we go. Good thing I got it like 100 an hour ago in case. Nice. Aw, I didn't kill them all. I keep forgetting to put short stream in the title again and again and again. It's so annoying. I just press live and then I instantly remember afterwards. Ooh. Jay, it's gonna be an incredibly short stream. And on top of that, I didn't know that I could like do like I didn't know Divergent Universe reset. Like even right now talking is making my throat hurt. But I thought it'd be fine if I could do it for like around an hour. I didn't think Faye would fall off so soon. I mean, technically, if you really think about it, right? Like, this is deadass, like, normal. Like, if you think about it, Zhao Q released in, like, 2.4, which was only 3 patches after Acheron, like, initially released. And Zhao Q made, like, a huge difference on an Acheron team. It's looking like the time for you to start feeling age on your units is like 2 or 3 patches after release. It's usually when they start feeling a bit worse. You could say the same for Firefly. Like 2 patches after Firefly was Fei Xiao. 2 or 3 patches is like normal. Garbage, 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 garbage. Okay. Can I please get something follow up? Okay. Okay. I guess not. What level of power do you think my day's at right now? Um, like he's like just below the herd. I feel like in his most optimal team possible, he's just below the Herda. But the thing is, like, the reason why I'm a bit hard on my day is because the Herda is way more versatile in teammates, overall stronger. She gets significantly stronger, especially if you go sustainless. And she doesn't even have her optimal comp currently, because Anoxa is in 3.2. So the Herda that we're comparing currently in an optimal team to my day with an optimal team isn't even technically using her optimal team because Anoxa isn't out yet. And we don't even know if we have 0 leaks for any type of HP support. If there was an HP harmony in this game or like an HP support in this game, like these HP scalers would straight up just instantly be meta. But Hoyo refuses to make an HP support. And it doesn't seem like there's any in the leaks either, so... You know what I'm saying? Like... I don't think Castress is gonna need Robin. She's also an HP scaler like My Day. My Day also doesn't use Robin, even though he really wants action advance. Because her attack buffs are like fucking useless. The thing is, Ryan, I don't think you put Castress and My Day together. Because then, like, you have Sunday in Remembrance MC buffing fucking, what's it called? You have Sunday in Remembrance MC buffing Castress. And then what buffs? What buffs is he supposed to get? He's gonna be doing, like, way less damage. It'd probably be better to just add another fucking harmony on that team, like Tribby, than it would be to have, what's it called? My Day. Shit. Like, none of these are good, man. Jeez. Nice. Sunday, My Day needs imaginary supports, right? No, they got rid of that. They got rid of it. He no longer he doesn't gain anything from having imaginary teammates with him. I think Luocha is actually no. I think Huo might be better because of the energy. I'm not sure. It's between Luocha and Huo for My Day. Really? Nothing? But yeah, it's between those two for My Day, I think, for best in slot. I mean, this is just like, why am I even gambling this? Well, Zen, 2 sustains with My Day, I think would actually be like really effective if you have his E1. I think that's the point of the league. So I literally tried to find a single video with E1 My Day, and every single one is E0S1. So I don't even know like if double sustain is good with E1 My Day or not. I tried looking it up when I woke up this morning. Like it just doesn't exist. I couldn't find a single E1 My Day gameplay. Like his E1 is 100% more important than his light cone. Yet everybody is still like showcasing him with the light cone instead. Oh, is this gonna be that gold trash can again? Oh, never mind. Oh, what's this? This is low-key cool. Disappear among the sea of butterflies? I'm just being brain dead, Ryan. I'm not looking at anything really. Yeah, it's good, Ale. It's good.
There's no time like the present.
No, Leo. No, not at all. Like, even if my day becomes stronger than, like, the Herda, in, like, some case, I still don't think I'm gonna pull him, because he wants the exact same fucking supports that Castris does. And I just don't have anything to spare currently. Like, I can't even use Robin as, like, a second best support option, and I really don't want to pull Tribby. Like, getting Tribby might not allow me to get a light cone on Sunday. Which is like, you know what I'm saying? Like Sunday becomes so much better with this light cone. To the point that I don't mind sacrificing not getting Tribby. And then I think I'm pretty confident that in 3.3 with Sirene's release or Hyacint's release, I think Hyacint is in 3.3. That's probably going to be the best sustain possible in the game, especially for the HP scalers. So I need to have enough pulls to get Hyacint as well after Castris' patch. Even after skipping even after skipping 2 patches, it's gonna be hard, like a tough call. Yeah, you can do without the Herda LC's, the Herda's Light Cone Vulcan. The Light Cone for sure adds quality of life because of the skill point on ult, and some damage as well. However, it's not necessary in my opinion. Especially compared to the Eidolons. The Eidolons are a much bigger jump in damage. My assumption is Hyacint will be better Huohuo. I think it makes sense because she's coming after the 2 HP scaling DPSs, and if Castris also wants energy similar to My Day, it just makes the most sense for like her main gimmick to be giving more energy. Like probably better than Huohuo, or maybe at the bare minimum as good as Huohuo, but you don't need to spam skill every turn like you need to with Huohuo. Because Huohuo is a like very, very skill point negative. The leakers have said that Castris' best in slot teammates are Sunday and Remembrance MC. Well, GX, you do for these HP scalers. Like, you want the HP scalers to have as much HP as possible. So they dish out as much damage as possible. I was mostly referring to like in an HP scaling team. I shouldn't even be this tired this early.
You'll make good practice.
I mean, I've been saying this for a long time, Blad. Like, even before we knew about Castrus's teammates. Like, being the first Remembrance DPS, and then it being confirmed that Castrus would also be Remembrance, and that Castrus is the anniversary drop. Like, literally, why would you pull for Aglaya? Like, it's just a bit too obvious, you know what I'm saying? You know that Squid Game meme that's like, I've played these games before? Like, it's literally the exact same shit. Like, you can just smell it the moment you see something like that. It's just pattern recognition. You're like, oh, first Remembrance DPS? Oh, the harmonies and the supports that can support a summon DPS the most are her best in slot. I wonder what Castrus is going to need. Like, it's too obvious, man. Hoyo's playing mind games. Without leaks, a lot of people would get a lot more fooled. I've pulled these banners before. Exactly. Too easy. Oh my god, that was too easy. They don't teach that. Finger looking good. I just keep getting garbage after garbage. Wow. There we go.
The show begins.
Nice, Angel. Might have to thug it out with no DPS unit until 3.2 and just pull supports for Casterus. Yeah, probably. I mean, Casterus doesn't even, like, at least currently, she doesn't exactly sound expensive. Like, you get Sunday and her, and then you just, like, have a sustain. Like, obviously, worse sustains are going to perform worse. But, like, probably most sustains will be fine, but you will have a best in slot one. And then obviously that'll probably be highest seen in 3.3 for all being honest, but hey Bob, hey, it's all good. How many people do you think will pull Jade only to find out Tribby wants you to run old spammers like Servol? I don't know. I think people pulling Jade currently is probably a bad decision with a Noxa being erudition in 3.2. Like that's probably just not a good decision to do. Oh my fucking god. Oh great, increase my break effect. Thank you so much. I love my break effect Fei Xiao. I love her so much. Oh, what a legendary pull. Is Trivia a must pull? No. Mm, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I go back to that teaser of Casterus because low key that music goes hard. Like, did you guys like hear the music in that Casterus teaser by Hoyo, bro? Like, I go back, that shit's hard. Yeah, it's so good. Let me know if this sounds dumb. I plan to go for Herda, Tribby. If possible, then throw everything at Castrus, or can easy roll Robin replace Tribby? I think Robin is fine on a Herda team, but I do think Tribby will probably be better than Robin overall. Nice, Jay. Silver Wolf. Nice. It's understandable, Angel. A lot of people don't want to farm Eagle set. I've only been farming it the last few days because I don't even have to farm relics on anyone. I'll just go with this one. And then, nice, 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 nice. Nice, nice, nice. Wait, this shit's useless. I thought that was one of the follow-up ones. Break 15 barrels. Oh. Oh, I went the wrong way. I've played these games before. There we go. I worked so hard for that. Hello? Thank you. Nice. And I picked the wrong one. Whatever. Should I pull Tribby instead of Robin? I mean, if you want to make your Herda team stronger, yeah. Tribby's the best in slot harmony. Whoops. Still pulling My Day? Probably not. I said this even before the leaks came out for My Day that there's a good chance, like, if he used Casterus's best in slot teammates, that I'd just skip him. Because I prioritize I prioritize Casterus over what's it called? My Day. Because I can always go with my original plan that I always had before My Day got drip marketed, which was Casterus Phanon. And unfortunately, he does want the exact same fucking support, so there's nothing I can do about that. I think My Day's fine, and the reason I say that is because it's only V1. Like, I specify this in my video, like, the Herda was also, like, decently weak in her V1. Like, literally exactly where My Day is currently. And then she ended up getting, like, way bigger buffs in V3 and forward. So I do have confidence that My Day will get stronger. My personal problem is just that he uses these same supports as Casterus, and I bet my soul that Casterus will end up being stronger than My Day. So there's just not really any point in me going for My Day. That would be funny, Bob. That would be funny. Like, I saw people, there were idiots in my comments of my video about my day saying, oh, no wonder Hoyo, what's it called? Oh, we're too greedy. Why do you care so much about a character being stronger than the previous one? Keep in mind, in the video, I said that I'd want my day to be as strong as the Herda. Not stronger, as strong, right? And people are like turning it and twisting it into, oh my god, this is what Mr. Pokey was talking about, the greed and stupidity, blah 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 blah. Like, oh my goodness. Like, people don't realize that the reason people care about power creep so much, and they're always like trying to like get the most value out of their pulls on strong characters, is because of what Hoyo or what Honkai Star Rail has accustomed the player base to, which is power creep. It happens every single time, over and over again. They're never gonna stop it. So people want to get the most value out of their pulls so they don't have to constantly be pulling new characters for the end game. Like, look at Acheron and Firefly. Acheron and Firefly are one of the best aging units in like the history of this game. At the beginning of the game, it was Don Hung and Jing Liu. In 3.x, it's gonna be Phanon and Castris. Like, people just do not understand. Some people do not want to play this game religiously all day long, every single day, for like a year straight to keep up with the meta. It's so fucking annoying. Alright, let me do this. I need to waste some of it. Sure. I might as well do this for my Sunday. I think he uses one of these. Wait, isn't this a stainless? Oh, I'm stupid. Are you skipping my day now? Yeah, probably. Yeah, that too, Zufang. I mean, Zen, I don't think Mr. Pokey is serious. I think he's just baiting. Like, I think the last week, he's made like 3 or 4 different videos on, oh, look at these 1.x DPSs like zero cycling the end game. And then he has like E2 Sparkle, E2 Robin with a Sunday in his Lycone. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, Mr. Pokey is like smarter than 99% of the people when it comes to the game, because he actually understands action value. Like, he's in a completely like different league in understanding how to play the game. Nice, Jay. Probably GG. Probably. But I can't confirm anything right now. There's nothing else that we know about him other than him being imaginary erudition. Exactly, Rubek. Exactly. Like, there are some people who get mad at others for wanting to get more value out of their pulls on a stronger character. Like, let's say if the game actually were, like, hypothetically, the next 3 or 4 patches, My Day, Castris, and Phanon were all, like, around the exact same power level, people would instantly catch on and be like, wait, we're not getting any DPSs that are stronger than the previous ones. We can finally just pull for whoever the fuck we want to, right? But that's not the case. That's literally just a fever dream. Like, that doesn't exist in any world. Now, I'd be happy personally, right? If my day were to release like as strong as the Herda, and then Castris releases, and she's not even all that much stronger than the other two, and then Phanon releases, and he's also not as much stronger. Like, that would be good, right? Like, that's Genshin level of power creep, where it's like very, very minimal, and it happens more so over like a year's lifespan or time span, right? That's completely different.
It's okay. It's okay.
I wouldn't say HSR is medium. I'd say like between medium and high, like 2 or 3 patches. Actually, no, like just look at my day, right? Like taking Hoyo's previous history into account, my day will instantly lose his spot as the strongest HP scaler in the game. The next banner right after my day is Casters. Like, you'll still be able to clear the end game fine with my day. However, even currently, like, as in it, if we use his V1 kit from the videos I've seen, at like average relic investment, average cost investment with a sustain, he's taking like 3 or 4 cycles to clear his own MOC. His own MOC that has an HP buff for him. Like, brother. I've seen faster cycles, Sharma, but almost all of them have people on like triple eagle or some shit. Like double or triple eagle. And it's just like, that's why I said average relic investment. But I think if you run eagle on multiple of your supports, you can easily get like a 1 or 2 cycle with a sustain. I've seen a 4 cost 0 cycle, but it's sustainless. And the only reason he can even do that sustainless run to begin with is because of the MOC buff. Nice. Some extra jades. I love that. That puts me at 86 pulls. And I think by the when the patch comes around. The patch is in like 2 days, right? Like 1 or 2 days maybe around there. So I'll have like 87 or 88 pulls. That's pretty nice. Going into 3.0 considering I'm skipping it. So if I get every single pull in 3.0, I should be at like 200 by the end of 3.0. Which would put me at around 290 when 3.1 ends. If I had to guess, if it's like 90 pulls. Oh, it's tomorrow. Really? That's pretty quick. Yeah, they are wind. Probably late 3.x Nova, if I had to guess. Similar to Fugan HMC. Not really, Chem, because I did decide to turn on the stream for a little bit so I could talk with chat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jay. It's 12:30 for me right now. Yeah, Co. Maybe, Abby. Yeah, I'm skipping 3.0 and 3.1 and going straight to 3.2. And the goal will probably be E0 S1 Sunday and E0 S1 Castris or E1 S0 Castris, whatever's better. And then I'll probably end up having to pull Hyacine in 3.3 because that's probably most likely 100% gonna be the best sustain for the HP scalers. And then right after that in 3.4 I have to go for Phanon. So the moment 3.2 hits, I have to pull for a lot of characters. If I get really unlucky, I'll probably give up on getting Castris' Lycone. Just get E0S1 Sunday and one copy of Castris and go straight to Hyacine. That's like my current plan. Because I'm gonna have to pull for 3 patches straight. The only reason I'm even able to do that is because of the patches I skipped. One second, guys. Let me see. Here, and there we go. Alright, I'm back. That was 2 seconds. Are you not pulling Joku on his rerun? Hell no. Hell to the fucking no. Are you crazy? Xiaoqiu on a rerun in 3.x? Are you insane? There's no way. There's no way. I'd rather just pull the Herdas comp than have to get Xiaoqiu on a rerun. If I had E2 Acheron, maybe. But no. Like, I'm one Eidolon off of E2 Acheron. If I had E2 Acheron, sure, but nah, not otherwise. Like, did you see that Castris animation? There's no fucking way I'm wasting my pulls on Xiaoqiu over Castris. Oh, hell no. Herda seems to be a pretty free-to-play team, to be honest. She is. But to be fair, one thing a lot of people should keep in mind is she looks very free-to-play now, right? Like, Acheron also looked pretty free-to-play on release because she was so strong that she could just solo every fucking enemy without best-in-slot supports. And then a few patches later, Zhao Q ends up making like a significant difference in her endgame performance. You know what I'm saying? So she is free to play for now. However, I would recommend picking up like 1 or 2 best in slot supports down the line if you pull for her. All right, yeah. If I had E2 S1 Acheron, if I got her in 2.6 alongside Aventurine, which I could have done even if I wanted to, sure. But I'm missing E2 Acheron, so I'd rather just go for a new comp instead. I think Tribby is like Tribby's 100% like really good with the Herda. But I think you could go for either Anaxa or Tribby. Though we don't know how good Anaxa will end up being for the Herda currently. We will know by Tribby's banner. Because by Tribby's banner in 3.1, we'll have in-game leaks for the 3.2 characters. You know what I'm saying? So I'd say wait until 3.1 hits and see who makes a bigger difference on the Herdas team, whether it be Tribby or Anaxa. Because Anaxa is apparently like a sub DPS plus erudition. So he could also do like significant damage to the point that it makes up for what Tribby does. Or he take a lot of turns. Sunday high. 100% Sunday. Hyacine probably won't be necessary. She'll be best in slot, but like you'll probably still be able to use like Huo Huo Lingshan Luocha with what's it called? Castris. But Sunday is just like a big loss on a Remembrance DPS. Like replacing Sunday with someone else on a Remembrance DPS, it usually doesn't go too well. Sunday is 100% going to be the number 1 option. Because even if Hyacine has better energy regeneration capabilities than like Huo Huo, Sunday's 20% energy on ult should at least alleviate that. You know what I'm saying? Sunday's 100% more important. Sambath, maybe for my day, but I'm not so sure about Castris. I think Castris might consume less HP, but in turn consumes the HP of everyone on field. So I don't think what's it called? Luocha would be the best. Like even with my day having his insane HP drain that will probably be stronger than Castris's, I think my day is currently benefiting from Ho-Ho more than a Luocha. Yeah, Abby, that's fine. Like you can pull a Xiaoqiu for your Acheron, make her last longer in the end game, but like if you guys have seen the trend of the HP inflation and as well as these characters getting stronger, like by the time Xiaoqiu reruns, the MOC is going to be in an even worse state. Like it's not all fun and games here, man. I skipped Xiaoqiu so I could get Fei Xiao, Ryan. So, yeah. And as well, Robin. Yeah, the leaker said he was imaginary erudition. How many jades does MOC give? I don't think it's like all that much. Maybe like 1,200, if I had to guess. Let me see. I think it's 1,200. Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall? So 16, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360, um, 420, 480, 540, 600. Oh, wait, no, it's way less. What the fuck? Wait, it's way less. Oh, wait, these are 80s, but still, it's way less. I think it's under 1,000, no? Is it maybe like 900 or 800? 800 for a max clear? Oh, that makes sense. Damn, I thought that. Wait, why did I think it gave so much more? Why why did I think it gave so much more? If you're a beginner though, you get way more pulls. Like I've already seen some people on Twitter saying that they're gonna see what it's like to start with a new account and like hard invest in a comp because you get so many fucking pulls as a beginner in this game. What? You pulled Kafka? Oh my god, Cam. GG's. My condolences. Hey, I hope she's at least fun though, and I hope you can clear the endgame content. I was able to use the dot team for this MOC, but I did have an E1 S1 Ruan May and a Kafka with her light cone. Cypher will save dot. Yeah, I saw Mr. Pokey's new free-to-play account have 41,000 jades. Yeah, I didn't know you could actually get, like, that much jades from being, like, completely new to the game. I thought it was way less. That's over 200 pulls. It's like 250. Nice, Bob. Saved. At least we won't pull Silverwolf. Yeah, Silverwolf is just like the absolute bottom of the barrel in 3.0. Why do units have to expire? I mean, it just is what it is at this point. Like, if you don't want your old units to technically, like, expire, then you just have to invest heavily in broken supports to make them still clear endgame. Like, I see too many people bringing up Seal this MOC, even though Seal is able to perfectly take advantage of the Trotters. And on top of that, especially this Sting right here, if you have buffed up supports and they have like E1 and S1, you're able to one-shot the bugs, which makes Seal like a million times stronger. Like, literally absolute best case scenario. And they're like, oh, power creep doesn't exist. Oh my goodness. What's up, Gabby? What's up, Exodius? Oh, nice, Gem. I mean, the Herda's a good pull. In my opinion, the Herda might end up being a better pull than My Day. For the simple fact that she's erudition yet still very strong in MOC. And she has 2 upcoming supports patch after patch to make her stronger. So she'll probably last like a good while. Like probably the entirety of 3.x maybe. Yeah, that's understandable, Leon. Unfortunately, we probably aren't going to get any real Casterus kit leaks until near the end of 3.0. Like, look at Tribby. We had Tribby's full kit leaked. We had My Day's full kit leaked. And it wasn't until we actually got gameplay that, like, even though the leaks were very similar, there was a lot of stuff that was wrong that was leaked, right? Like My Day being at 25k HP on average, and him needing imaginary supports, or Tribby's only teammate buff being like what's it called? Tribby's only teammate buff being the 30% res pen, then it ended up being 24%, and on top of that, she also gives like extra damage taken to enemies when she uses her ult. Also, the leakers were saying that My Day was a numerical monster, yet he does less damage than the Herda. So, like, a lot of things are weird. Any hope in Jingliu and Blade for future MOC? Blade? Probably not. 300k might be unreachable for him. Unless you have, like, E2 Sunday, E2 Robin. But Jingliu could with these Ice Week enemies. Because of the Herda, there's a lot more often now Ice Week enemies in the endgame mode, which actually allows Jingliu to actually, like, kind of do something. But you do need heavy investment in supports to really make Jingliu shine. I don't have Jingliu, and I don't have Blade either. Mm-hmm. That's the first time I've ever done that to someone. I've never had someone come in my chat and genuinely be that annoying. Please answer my question, bro. What'd you say? I don't see it. Just say it again. Oh, is Fugue a good pull if my only break DPS is Firefly? Yes. If you want to make your break team last longer, 100%. Blade is just so ass. Also, I will say, right, the hate for My Day is a little out of control, right? Like, just a little out of control. Like, I had someone in my comments saying that My Day is similar to Blade in, like, overall damage. Like, I read that comment, and like, my jaw dropped in real life, and I started laughing. Like, I could not take the slander seriously. Like, Like, they see My Day hit like 600k, 700k, Action Advance 400k, and they're comparing it to fucking Blade of all people. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Shark. There's hate for My Day. There genuinely is. Like, I say My Day is just slightly underwhelming and that he needs some buffs to be on like the Herta's level. And people think that I'm going to take their side when they say he's Blade level. Like, hello? Blade level? That's a bit extreme, man. Doom posters SMH, bro. It's so bad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, someone actually mentioned this that My Day's auto battle function would be kind of annoying in APOC when you want to aim for like certain mechanics or whatever to like do things easier and more optimized. Like, that's genuinely a good criticism in APOC specifically. No, 100% his animations need like more effects. Like, instantly when I first saw his gameplay leaks and his animations, I was like, "Huh, this is like a lot worse than Tribby the Herda and Castris." Right? It's even worse than Acheron, like straight up. Like, but like specifically these 3.x characters that we're getting, it's worse than Aglea's, it's worse than the Herdas, it's worse than Tribby's, it's worse than Castris's. Like, even his ult animation is like, it's good, but compared to the others, it's still lacking. And then the rest of his kit is then like significantly worse in terms of animation, in my opinion. Nice, Abby. Good luck getting her. Yeah, he is stronger than Dill and SP positive. It's just that people want him to be at least as strong as the Herda so that they don't feel like they're pulling a unit that's literally weaker than the one right before it, right? Because if we're all being honest, the Herda is not only like currently stronger, but she also like, what's it called? She's also more free to play friendly. And she's probably going to get more best in slot teammate support than My Day would. So it's just a no brainer that if My Day's weaker, they'd instead pull for the Herda. You know what I'm saying? WA, they'll probably be able to survive, but with like high vertical investment. Like, it's gonna be another Jing Liu and Dill situation, or Jing Yuan situation, like all three of them, where the further we went into 2.x, the more you needed to invest in supports to genuinely like make them clear endgame. It'll probably be the exact same for the 2.x DPSs. No different. Yeah, probably, Exio. What do you think about pulling Tribby's Lycone? I don't even remember what Tribby's Lycone does. I'm not gonna lie, I mostly skipped over the V1 kits because I was like incredibly tired yesterday. Oh, oh, right. It allows her to cast her ultimate first turn. Okay, I see. Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing that Tribby's Lycone would probably be better than Robin's Lycone for Robin because of the first turn ult. Yeah, it seems like Tribby's is better. They could change it though, since it's only V1, but yeah, it looks better. By the way, guys, what did I say? Anyone who's been here for a while with me, and I talked about the HP inflation, what the fuck did I say? Right? So, in the MOC we're getting for the Herda with that, like, boss. So that boss had, like, 8 million HP, right? However, he has a bunch of mechanics to allow you to do a shit ton of damage to him very easily. However, the next MOC, even though it's technically 1 million health less, there isn't any mechanics to make you do more damage against this boss. I told people that this was going to become the benchmark and that they'd eventually get rid of the like mechanics to make the boss easier. And they're already doing it. Literally one MOC after. We go from 16 million with a boss that has incredibly good mechanics to kill him easily to around like what is this? 600k less without the mechanics to do more damage. No, I did Zen, but this is nowhere near comparable to like the previous MOC. Like the boss in the previous MOC, you literally like there are E0 S0 Herdas doing 3 million damage against this guy because of his mechanics. But this boss doesn't take anywhere near like the exact same amount. Like it's taking both the Herda and every single previous DPS and as well as my day longer against this boss than it would for them versus the boss prior. Even though there's still an ice weakness. And they still take damage each cycle from true damage. I said it was going to happen, man. Like, right now, there still is a buff, even if it is worse, but there is a buff to make it easier. But eventually, this will become the norm. 15 million MOC seems to be, like, what they want to put it at. Like, this seems to be the sweet spot that they want it at. Every single elite has a million. Actually, no. Blaze Out of Space only has 700k. Actually, I should let you guys see this. 1 second. Do you guys see this? This is the one we're getting. So last MOC, or technically the next MOC that we're getting after the one currently in the game, 16 million. This one's 600k less. Is Fei Shao cooked? I don't know. I haven't seen any. I've literally been scouring the planet to find a Fei Shao tribute video, and I haven't seen a single fucking one. Like I've genuinely been trying to see that, to see if how good tribute is. No, I know the boss does damage to himself. But my point is that the buffs in this MOC to like beat it are significantly worse than the one in this MOC. Because this boss allows like the Herda or any AoE DPS to do double to triple the damage every time they break the summons. Like it's significantly easier. But this guy, even though he has a buff to make him easier or like a mechanic to make it easier, it's still significantly harder than the previous one. And they're bottoming it out at around 15 million health. Yeah. I've mentioned this before, but if you really want to look at how bad the HP inflation has gotten, and you just ignore like what Mr. Pokey has said about what's it called, like power creep not existing, the first, like when floor 12 first released, right? We do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it went up by around what 600k, 700k within 4 MOCs. And then in the last 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's gone up 5 million, which is around like a 50% increase. So a 20% increase versus like a 50% one. You know what I'm saying? And then if we do this one, it's even worse. It's like a 200% increase, I think. From 6 million, or no, sorry, 9 million to 16 million. It's even greater. I'm probably pulling Herd after pulling Ling Shaw. I wish you luck, man. Hope you get it early. I mean, Mr. Pokey is mostly just rage baiting. I don't think he's serious. Like, I'm pretty sure Mr. Pokey is aware at this point. He's like a top 1% player in terms of understanding of like action value and how to optimize turns. And every single time he makes a video about, oh, power creep this, power creep that in the title, it's with like an E2 Robin or E2 Sparkle or like Sunday as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just very obviously rage bait. It gets people to comment under his video like Robin Showcase. And then everybody starts arguing. It gets more traction because of that. Like, that's just how it works. He's currently milking it for as much as he can. What are some good teams for new players in Pure Fiction free to play? If you're a new player, you have the Express gift here, right? Or like the Express Pass to get a free standard 5-star unless it already left. But it would have been, you get Himiko from that, and then you just use 4-star Herda with like any support in sustain. And they should be able to at least get like 30k after you get them to a certain level. Yeah, Himiko Herda is like 100% just the best currently. It's understandable, Kick Rocks. E1 Branya is the first Sunday. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend pulling Robin in 3.0 unless you really want to make your 2.x DPS team stronger. Like, it doesn't really seem to be worth it right now. Trace materials are more annoying to grind. I think relics are way more annoying than trace materials. Like, trace materials, at least like you're guaranteed to get something for the Trailblaze power you put in. But relics, you can literally go on like an unlucky streak for multiple days and not get shit. Like, it just feels like you're wasting it. Should I get mid-shot on her rerun? If you don't have 2 abundances already, probably. Or, like, even just 1. I think Huohuo seems to be the current best sustain for the HP scalers because of her energy. So if you have a Huohuo, I don't think you need a pull for any sustain until Hyacines release. Assuming you already have like 2 sustains on your account anyways. You know what I'm saying? Probably WA. I'd recommend it down the line. Maybe when Hyacine releases around 3.3. I think that's when you should probably get one. I mean, I think Ling Shaw is still like the #1 sustain in the game because Ling Shaw's value in APOC Shadow and Pure Fiction is genuinely like enormous. Like outside of MOC, when we're just talking about APOC and Pure Fiction, it's just Ling Sha by an absolute mile versus any other sustain in the game. But specifically for like these HP scalers and MOC and stuff like that, I think Wowo is currently like the better one. No, I agree. So Wowo is pretty on SP positive, like she's SP negative. 10% better than Gallagher. I mean, Abby, I don't think anyone feels forced to pull a character. The only reason someone would feel that way is because, like, they just don't want to play this game religiously. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've mentioned this very much before, but I am not someone who likes playing games religiously, like, every single day without a break. I love taking breaks and being able to, like, do personal stuff in life without having to worry about getting on a game because I'm time gated on something. You know what I'm saying? So, if someone, for example, right? Let's say you went for Acheron in 2.6 because you just really liked her, right? And then you find out like the herd on 3.0, literally 2 patches later, is twice as strong as that girl, if not like 3 times as strong in a free to play team. Like that would feel like complete shit. It'd be like, oh, why the fuck did I just spend my pulls on Acheron? This girl's also an Emanator, but she's like twice as strong as my Acheron. And my Acheron needs a light cone and a Jiaoqiu to actually like fully work, and I don't have Jiaoqiu because I started in 2.6. You know what I'm saying? When you put it like that, yeah, exactly. Would you want to pull a unit that will instantly be power crept and last half the amount of time as the new meta unit who will actually set the standard for endgame damage? Like look at Acheron, right? I mentioned her rerun, but if, right? If you got Acheron on her initial release in 2.1, look at the value. Look at how long she's lasted you, right? If you get an Acheron and then a Jiaoqiu in 2.4, she will easily have lasted you all the way up till now, and she'll probably still clear like half of 3.x so long as you have a Jiaoqiu. Like that's the value that someone wants out of a character. They don't want to feel like they have to constantly pull for different characters to cater to the end game. They just want one strong beast that'll last them as long as possible. No, I don't have a Discord. That's understandable, Bob. Yeah. Uh, I'm actually not sure. WA. I do think Robin is better than Remembrance MC. However, it's like actually like genuinely close. However, I will say this. I think the moment Anoxa releases, Robin would be a better decision. Because Anoxa would be able to take advantage, because he's rumored to be a sub DPS erudition. He'd be able to take advantage of the bust from Robin and actually like dish out good damage alongside the Herda. Like the reason Robin isn't really that big of a deal currently for the Herda is because the eruditions on our team don't really do all that much damage. Like they don't apply much, I'm not gonna lie. Like it's mostly just the Herda doing damage. So you'd rather just get her ult off by using Sunday. Or Remembrance MC. Really, Exodius? Me waiting on Rappa rerun? Yeah, Rappa's a pretty cool character. I will say though, without Fugue, it's a bit more skeptical, but with Fugue, 100%, I think Rappa's currently one of the best value DPSs in the game right now. Because Break is favored in APOC, AoE is favored in Pure Fiction, and she's really strong in MOC with Fugue. I genuinely think Rappa's like a good pull. Well, it's not only energy Zen, it's also stacks, right? So the earlier you're able to get max stacks on enemies because of Triby's follow-ups, the earlier you're able to use your enhanced skill on your Herda. Like this is an issue a lot of people run into without Herda's E1, is that they'll get the ult off or they'll have ult However, they won't have max stacks on the enemy, so they have to basic and then wait until there's more stacks on the enemy to actually use her enhanced skill. But the Tribby spamming follow-ups constantly so often helps the Herda build stacks and energy as well. So it's like, it's the combo, you know what I'm saying? Kind of regret not playing in 2.4, but Yunli and Zhaoq were so mid-looking I couldn't play. A lot of people don't know this, but like I was about to quit HSR in 2.4. Like I also thought Yunli and Zhaoq were so mid that I was about to quit the game, and then I didn't quit and kept playing for Fei Xiao because Fei Xiao got drip marketed like a day after I was considering quitting. Yeah, E2 Herda is crazy broken. I had someone tell me in my comments that Acheron's kit is inherently better than Herda's. Like, I'm not gonna lie, being a gacha content creator is fucking hilarious at times, bro. It's hilarious. You should have quit this disgusting game. I feel for you. I won't quit even though it's shit. I don't even think the game's shit. People see me complain, or not even complain, but just mention that power creep exists, and people think that I absolutely like abhor this game. Like I cannot stand it and I want to see its downfall, but I genuinely love this game. I just can objectively call out the company when they're being shitty. Acheron Cope starts tomorrow? Yeah, it's so bad. Like they keep saying the same shit. Oh, just wait. Acheron still has one more best in slot Nihility teammate. Just wait until they release. Like, oh my goodness. I can't take it seriously anymore. Cypher will save Acheron. Cypher will save Doc Karan. I have a character guarantee, so should I go for Fei Xiao, Lycone, then Robin, or skip all, then get Robin and Tribby, or go only for the Herda? I always lose 50-50. I'd recommend going for the Herda. Robin's not really going to have a place in 3.x, at least currently, for like the next 3 or 4 patches. And Fei Xiao, but yeah, I'd rather you just go for the Herda, I'm not going to lie. That's probably your best option for clearing endgame for a little bit without wasting too many pulls. What teams does Tribby fit in? Is she worth the pull if I'm investing too in Glay on casters? I think Tribby is very similar to Ruan Mei. So in a lot of Ruan Mei teams, you're going to replace Ruan Mei with Tribby instead if you have her. Like they are very, very similar. They both, I believe their skill buff both last for like 3 turns. They both add like another buff on ult. I think Tribby's is like enemies take increase like 30% damage or something. So they're very similar, but I do think Tribby is better because of the fact that she's also able to do like her own bit of damage. But like the thing is, right, this is what I mentioned in my last video. Being better or a replacement for Ruan Mei, although that is good, that is strong, that is useful and universal, it's not that crazy, right? Like Robin and Sunday are still best in slot for damn near like all the teams in the game currently, and that doesn't change even with Tribby. And these upcoming HP scaling DPSs, even though they can use Tribby, I think their best in slot supports are Remembrance MC and Sunday combo. Like I think I'm pretty confident in saying that. I think Tribby might be better than Remembrance MC by like a little bit. But I've seen a lot of people recommending Remembrance MC over Tribby for the HP scalers, since they prioritize action advance more than anything. Because they like, especially Castress especially with her low ass speed, is going to be wanting as much action advance as possible. I'm pretty sure Remembrance MC is better than Robin for Aglaia and Castris. Especially Castris. Castris won't benefit from the attack buffs from Robin. So Triby is just for Herda? Currently, yes. Right? Like, she could get more support in the future, just like how Sunday is getting more support now, like more DPSs that can use him. But currently, Triby doesn't have anyone who can really take full advantage of her, I feel like. Yeah, that's another thing, Exio. Anyone with E2 Acheron probably wouldn't benefit from a new Nihility best in slot support with her. Because Zhao Q is already like way too good. I don't see them making another Zhao Q level support for Acheron. That would be like a little, overboard in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it happening. That's understandable. Yeah, I also thought My Day's animations would look better. Wait, people were saying Mono Quantum was valid back then? Damn. I mean, back then it probably made sense. I think you could hit like 2 or 3 or 400 Ks with like a Jing Show if you really got like lucky. And back then, 2, 3, 400K was big damage numbers, right? Like once again, let me show you guys. Like, let me go here, display capture. If we go all the way back to like the very beginning of like floor 12, like brother, these guys had like damn near no HP at the beginning of the game. They had like damn near no HP at the beginning of the game. Like less than a million, half of a million. Every single elite is at 300K. Like back then, Mono Quantum was genuinely strong. But like this was when 3 million HP was like the norm for MOC. We're now at 15 million. That's a 500% increase, I think. Yeah, I think that's a 500% increase. So like it's just not even the same thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, Blade was a good pickup. Jing Liu and Dan Heng were like absolute meta. People couldn't imagine like Dill being Powercraft after Sparkle or Jing Liu being replaced as top DPS. And then bam, it happens. Yeah, like a lot of people forget that like 300k to 500k used to be a lot of damage. Once again, the inherent issue is not power creep, it is the HP inflation. Because if it weren't for the HP inflation, 2 to 300k will still be a lot of damage, right? But 1 million on these new units is way more. However, it doesn't even matter because he'd still just one shot everything. Yeah, I know for sure. Like, I remember I watched a video randomly that popped up on my For You page, and I saw like a clip of Mr. Pokey back at the beginning of Pentaconi with Sparkle's release, talking about how he was looking forward to how strong Mono Quantum would be in the future patches. Like, he was genuinely invested in the Mono Quantum meta and thinking that it was going to like change the game forever in the future because of Sparkle. Like looking back at it now, like you do have to kind of laugh, but that's what a lot of people were thinking back then. I'm pretty sure an E6 Mono Quantum team, like every single character is fully E6. So like I guess a Seal mono quantum team. I think they're probably worse than E2S1 Herda free to play. Probably. Unless we're talking about best case scenario, like Seal versus True Sting, so she can constantly one shot the fucking bugs and take a million turns. Like, I'm pretty sure like an E2S1 Herda is stronger than like a full E6 Quantum team. Why do you think HSR devs resorted to power creeping this fast? Genshin has extremely slow power creep, but it's still doing a buttload of money, so why can't HSR do the same? I'm going to be completely honest with you, Lancer. I don't know. My only assumption is that because this game is turn-based, they maybe felt more pressured to put more value on characters and like the actual world and gameplay itself. So they did that by increasing the power creep on the characters to entice people more into spending money and pulling. But honestly, I feel like a lot of people, like, they'd still make a shit ton of money if people saw that they went like 4 or 5 patches not making the DPSs any stronger than the previous ones, and people would feel way more comfortable pulling for a character they like than a character that's just meta. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be nice if I could pull Jing Yuan today and be fully confident that I could clear endgame with him without a Sunday. Like, it would be really nice. And, like, not struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, a Hu Tao 3 years later in Genshin is still clearing the endgame content with a fucking team from Leeway. Like, brother. Like, are you serious? It's nowhere near the same in this game. Like, Genshin, no new supports. Literally, like, characters that were in the game when Leeway released. And Hu Tao can still clear the endgame with, like, an entire 1 minute left on the clock. Like, it's completely different to HSR. Like, I've said this to like, I responded to a comment this morning asking me on my thoughts on power creep, but I'd prefer if just every character was similar in power level and you were able to maximize the potential of your team's damage with like enemy mechanics or new character mechanics. That would be a lot more interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's up to your potential. You maximize your damage by playing the character right. For example, Boot Hill. Have you guys seen the casual, like, girly girls on TikTok blindly attacking with Boot Hill, never getting his trick shots up, and taking like 5 cycles on a Svarog that should only take like 1 cycle for Boot Hill? You know what I'm saying? Like, playing smartly should be incredibly rewarding. Like, knowing how to play Boot Hill will literally be the difference between a 0 cycle and like a 2 or 3 cycle for most people. Especially with the trotters in the current endgame on the Svarog side. Hope we get Archer for free. Brother, yeah, you're sniffing on that hopium, man. We are not getting Archer for free. We are not getting Archer for free. Let's be honest here. People were saying Sunday was going to be free. Then they were saying they want Casters to be free because she's on the anniversary. Now they're saying Archer. Like, it's not going to happen. After the leaks, do you still plan to pull my day? Even before the leaks, I was like almost 100% confident I wouldn't pull for him anymore because I realized slowly, like the second the leak came out that Caster's best in slot teammates were Sunday and Remembrance MC, I was like, shit. Like, literally these exact same supports are going to be needed for my day's best in slot team. And then the leaks just confirmed it for me. It just confirmed it for me. I can't make a My Day and a Best in Slot Casters team at the same time. So I'd rather just get my Casters team and then invest in Phenon's team later. I think it'll come around, Lancer. I don't think Hoyo necessarily abandons any type of like archetype in this game. It just might take them a while to come back around with either a support or a DPS that is just way stronger in that exact same archetype, right? Like that's really all it is, in my opinion. Like Fei Xiao made follow up significantly stronger. Like it just takes a while for them to decide, oh, let me throw out another hyper carry DPS that just relies completely on fucking crit again, and then this hyper carry DPS is a million times stronger than the older ones. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't exactly abandon anything, but they always come back around. I mean, Dot should be getting Cypher, which I think Cypher is like 3.3 or 3.4, somewhere around there. So Cypher should be Dot. Whether she ends up being a genuine, like, good thing for Dot, who fucking knows? But we'll end up seeing around that time. Also, I swear to God, if Phenon is actually physical destruction, and we get another, like, Clara or Yun Li type of character that just counterattacks, I'm so fucking done. Like, oh my goodness, I'm done with the gimmick. Please make a physical destruction that isn't like Yun Li or Clara. Imagine she's Xiaoqiu levels of Dot. I doubt it. I doubt it. This is a 3.x Dot character we're talking about, you know? I have confidence personally. You know, you guys may have lost hope, but I haven't. I've said this a lot of times before, but in this game, you should do story scaling before you do power scaling, right? Like before you even take leaks into account for anything, you should always do story scaling. You have to pay attention. Who is Hoyo hyping up the most? Who is looking to be the most powerful in the storyline? Who is constantly inserting themselves in the storyline of the new patch? That'll almost always dictate just how strong they'll be. Like I've said this so many times before, but like it's so obvious Casters and Phenon are gonna be the Acheron and Firefly of 3.x. Like it's just they don't even try to fucking hide it. You just see how important they are to the story. Bam, meta unit, instantly meta fucking unit. 300% dot multiplier behind the E2. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. Have you guys seen Tribby's E6? Oh my fucking god. Her E6 makes her follow-up do like 700% more damage. So she genuinely becomes a DPS at E6. I'm sleepy. Bye, Gabby. See you later, Bob. I'm going to end the stream in a second. Okay, so I think I've said horizontal investment a lot these days, but what I mean by horizontal investment is pulling for like a new meta DPS and only getting like one copy of their best in slot teammates. That is technically vertical investment in a team, but by no vertical investment, I mean no Lycones and no Eidolons. Like, unless you're a Sunday and, like, the Lycone literally completely changes your value, then I think just going for one copy of a character to try and make your team strong is just the best way to go. However, I don't recommend going for Eidolons or Lycones. Like, for example, I saw a video of, like, Mr. Pokey, and he was advocating for vertical investment. If you were to get Acheron when you first released, you probably got her and her Lycone. Maybe you managed to get Aventurine right after, but that's a really, that's a stretch considering that you have to get 3 limiteds as a free-to-play or low spender. Then you would have gotten Jiaoqiu in 2.4, and then in 2.6 you might have gone for like an E2 Acheron, right? So now you have an E2 Acheron with a Jiaoqiu, and then bam, right? Bam! Emanator Herda drops. I'm not gonna lie, like the E0S1 Herda is kind of clearing pretty similar to an E2S1 Acheron with a Jiaoqiu. Unless you have really high relic investment. I know with higher relic investment, E2S1 Acheron can like zero cycle a lot of the endgame pretty easily. But like a lot of the newer DPSs take less best in slot teammates and less investment to do the exact same thing as older DPSs. So I think minimal investment in a team is always just the best way to go. How much does it cost to E2 a character? That's 3 copies. 3 copies of a 5-star. And I think the average pity for a 5-star in this game is like 78. So you pull 1 copy of Acheron, 78 pulls. You do another 78, you lose the 50-50. Another 78, you win. And then the other 78, you win again. So it's a pretty hefty amount of pulls. I think that was like 300 that I just mentioned. But that's assuming you always go to the average pull pity. A lot of people are at least going to get like 1 early within that many pulls. So 3 major patches worth of free-to-play? Yeah. That's why like vertical investment is just dog shit, right? Because that's only including E2 Acheron, not her Lycone, not Aventurine, and not Jiaoqiu. Yet a Herda with a free-to-play team is honestly just keeping up just fine. You know what I'm saying? So you're comparing like 1 cost versus like 4 or 5 cost. Now, the reason why I recommend this is because let's say you didn't go for the vertical investment on Acheron and you only got Acheron and then after later like only got Jiaoqiu, and let's say you were using Gallagher with your Acheron, which honestly works fine, right? Your Acheron would have cleared content completely fine. Then you get to 2.5 and then you get Robin and what's it called? Fei Xiao. You only get those 2 and once again, you're completing content completely fine. And then 3.0, you get Herda, and then you get Tribi, and you're completing content completely fine, right? So, like, investing in, like, 2 limiteds for a team genuinely is just way, way better value. What can make you quit HSR? Boring ass characters. Like the only thing that really keeps me interested in this game is the character designs and animations. So if we went like let's say 2 patches with like 4 characters that I couldn't give a shit about, I might quit the game. Because you have to keep in mind a patch in this game is a month and a half. Like you're going a month and a half and you're not even interested in pulling on the characters. So then if you see that you're going to go another month and a half without pulling, yeah, I'm for sure not fucking playing the game. Playing every day happy. If you're someone like me and you can literally clear everything in the end game just fine, you can get on average like a 90 to 100 pulls. However, because I'm a light spender, getting the express pass gives you like an extra 27 pulls a patch. So I get actually like 117 pulls compared to other people's like 90. That extra 27 pulls makes a massive fucking difference. Like it makes a massive difference. Like for example, I'm skipping 3.0 and 3.1 and I also didn't even pull for anyone in 2.7 because I lost a 50-50 on Sunday. So the extra 27 pulls a patch ends up adding up to like what's it called? It ends up adding up to like 70 something or 80 something pulls extra compared to a free to play within 3 patches. That's an entire 5-star. Yeah, that's understandable, Jay. By the way, thanks for 100 viewers. We've had it for like the last half hour. I don't think I've ever gotten 100 viewers this fast. God damn, I appreciate you all being here. But the stream will end like very, very soon. I'll answer like 2 or 3 more questions. Aren't you skipping until Castris? Yeah, I am. I currently have 86 polls. Fugue's banner is gonna be gone in half an hour for me. When does this reset? So like 2.5 weeks? Okay. Should I be good until 3.2? I have Face Out, Akron, and Firefly team? Yeah. I think Akron and Firefly will like be fine until 3.2 most likely. Yeah. You ain't pulling Herda? No. Maybe hating on Sparkle gave you a lot of engagement? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure my most popular videos on my channel, like the top 3, are all Wooa videos. And then my most popular Honkai Star Rail videos, I think, are me hating on Robin or talking about the Herda. The Herda actually, for some reason, like, she made a lot of my videos pop off. Should I save for Fugue rerun? Probably not. No, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Unless Phanon ends up being a physical destruction break character, probably not. No, I'm not interested in the story. Story is interesting, right? But for me, it's more of a side thing, and I don't really pay attention to it. Here and there, I might watch a video of like talking about interesting stuff about the story I missed because I always skip it. But what I care about is endgame and characters. That's mostly what I care about. So I've always skipped story in literally every game I've played since I was a kid. I've never listened to story in games unless I'm like forced. Hating on Robin, you fell off. Hey, what do you want me to do, man? Like, hey, I'm not gonna lie. I told you so, right? I really wanted to have an I told you so moment when I found out Robin was genuinely like not that good for my day. Like, so many people were telling me, oh, she's still good. Still one of the best in slot. Like, no, man, no. Like, just wait for a rerun in like 3.4 or something for Robin when she can actually be used. You could probably skip till Castris if you have Huohuo, or if you're fine with playing Castris unoptimally until 3.3, because 3.3 should have Hyacine, which is a limited abundance. So if you're fine with going like one patch with an unoptimal Castris, it should be fine. But for Castris, I'm pretty sure you do at the minimum need an abundance who can heal multiple teammates at once. Because Castris's kit, or her leaked kit, like the small kit leak we've gone for Castris so far, is that she will drain her and her teammates' HP. Because I'm on Asia servers, Jay. Like, this account is on Asia, not North America. Only if you invested in Break Team. I could have. But I just didn't want to. Like, I was genuinely thinking about it this morning. I was about to pull the trigger on wasting my guarantee on Fugue and getting Boot Hill in 3.0. Because Boot Hill's like a lot of fucking fun. But I didn't do it because I care more about getting Castris than Sunday. I know for a fact that I'll end up enjoying Castris a lot more, like down the line with a Sunday than a Boot Hill. So I'm fine with waiting for it. Yeah, really? Can I add you what on Honkai Star Rail? Sure, go ahead. Yeah, waiting is for sure smarter. It's harder because I have to wait an entire 3 months until like Castris' banner, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The more you have to pull, the better? Yeah, exactly. The more I can put into my Sunday, the more I can put in my Castris, and the more I can put in my Phanon. Yeah, but Boot Hill will probably be ass by the time he gets his second rerun. Should I get Linkshot for Castris? Nah. It's like I told the person just before. If you're fine with playing, what's it called? If you're fine with playing Castris unoptimally for one patch until Hyoscene releases, I'd recommend that. Because I just have a slight feeling that with my day also being energy hungry and everyone being energy hungry, Castris will also be energy hungry. So like Huohuo would probably be the best in slot option here. However, even then, maybe not, because she can only heal 3 people at once. She can't heal all 4. The only abundance that can heal all 4 is Luocha and Lingsha. So like I truly don't know. We don't have enough leaks on casters yet. Oh, 100% Aglaea's a skip. Yeah. Like I've been telling people. People didn't want to believe me when I was doing the Herda versus Aglaea comparisons, and I was saying Aglaea was an absolute shit pull because her supports are gonna go straight to Castris. The moment it was leaked, Castris was also Remembrance. People were like, "Oh, you don't know that? Oh, you don't know that?" And now we know her best slot teammates are the exact same teammates as Aglaea. It's like, you know what I mean? Pattern recognition will do you so many favors in this game. Should I pull Ling Shaw if I have Firefly and Fugue? I think for the break teams, 100% Ling Shaw is really, really good. Yeah, because you have Fugue, yes. Like, you can run Ling Shaw, like, already. Ling Shaw's value in Apocalyptic Shadow and Pure Fiction is really good. But with Fugue as well, the value goes up even more. So I'd say, yeah, Ling Shaw's a good pull if you have a break team. Even if you don't use a sustain break team and you run sustainless to go in for like a 0 cycle, she's still very, very good value. Literally, oh. Good night. Hype for tomorrow. Can't wait. Good night, Yakov. Yeah, but I don't know if it'll be enough, Fidel. I don't know if it'll be enough. Because Woho on her skill can only instantly heal like 3 people, I'm pretty sure. And like I'm telling people that it's mostly Hyoscene in 3.3. That is probably going to be the best in slot sustain. So it's probably not a good idea to pull from the thing. Saw a 0 cycle of Crit Shaw with Tribby? Yeah, I saw that video as well. Like, Ling Shaw is the most versatile character in the entirety of the game. See you then. I'm going to go to my daily. See you later, Zen. Alright, guys. I'm going to end the stream now. I appreciate you all coming. It is a short stream. If you guys don't know, I have, like, actual throat problems because I've been doing too many streams lately and I usually never talk. So it hurts for me to talk too much right now. I love you all. Thank you all for coming by. I've had 100 viewers for like the last half hour. Absolutely huge. Amazing. Appreciate all of you guys showing love. Hope you all have a good day. Hope you have a good night.